Hello friends, just I am Manikushan and today I am going to discuss pandas data, how do we create a data frame. So just the previous class we have already discussed in the data series, pandas data series, and now uh, we will discuss like a data frame and it's a data frame, data structures in pandas. So what is the data frame? Data frame just it's another pandas structures, and we can say it's a two-dimensional way. So and it's a label like an array, and other we can also say here it's a ordered collections of columns here because it is separated like a rows and columns. So let's the two dimensions array is an array which each elements is itself an array. So similarly, you can write like a matrix into 2 into 2, like a total number of the elements will be the 4. 3 into 3 is the total number of the elements will be like a 9. So same way we can see here. So let's the what is the major characteristics of the data frame and data frame data structures. So it has the two indices and we can say like two axes here. One is the row indexes, like a axis will equal to 0. Another is the column index. This is axis will equal to 1. So let's first we are going to do the practical and then you can understand it's a very easy. And one more thing, just a data frame are the both value mutables and size mutables. So it can change both its a value and size. So similarly, if you want to create a data, so we need to import some basic like import pandas as a PD. Just previous we have discussed here. So let's see here. Just I am going to write here data frame data and separate. And now I think we need to increase the size of this here. Okay, and now I am going to import here. I import pandas as a PD and numpy as a npy. So we have imported these two libraries. And let's see here. Now I am going to create here the data frame. Like it's most of the difficult data has been created like it's like a dictionary way. So if you have studied like a basic Pythons, so we know the what is the dictionary. It's a keys and value. But this, if you don't have the idea, let's watch my first previous video. So what is the Python? How do we create a Python syntax? So let's see. BECT1 is a data frame, and this will equal to like we are going to create one dictionary. So dictionary has been created like a curly bracket, and first I am creator like one of the first is a columns name student. So let's see here. It's a STUDENT. It's the student column, and this in this column I want to create a list here, the name of the all the students. So we will create a list here. It's a multiple name of the students like so Radha. Another student's name is like Suhan, and next student name is like Ma so inside of quotation, because I am writing here the syntax. And similarly, another student's name should be like a okay, like here Wunsch and null, and next student can write the one more student like a words. Right. So these are the name of the student. Now let's see. Next, I am going to create here like the marks. So what should we do? First, I have created like it's a first brackets, and now I am writing here the comma, and then we will start here like a marks. So same MAR case, it's a marks, and how many students here? So it's a total number of the students is like a 5 students. So we need to create here the marks. So marks do need to write any single quoted and double quoted. So we write here it's a 67.5 marks is the first student. Second, we have gotten here like the 86 marks, and third it's gotten here like a 67, and next is a 89, and another is like a 90.5 marks like this. There are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students has gotten the same marks. Similarly, I am going to the like create the another in the sports. So let's go and just we can put here the comma and write the name of the sports. So what is the performance system? So SPORT, and again and start the list here. And its name of the sports like a cricket is the everyone like this one. Most of the people like this one. So and second is the badminton. Yeah, it's a badminton, and third is like a cricket done, badminton done, and another just game is a like a football, and third is the like here okay anything like a kabaddi, yeah, right there. So I think WDI, and another is right here like the any athletics here. So like a athletics, athletics here, yeah, athletics. And then I have created like a data frame this way, and I want to see, and if data has been created like this, so we want to see is the like a dict 3. So first complete here, so DEC3 DEC1 has been created, and let's go and print here. So we can see here DEC data has been look like a this way. This is the way. So just we have written and it's a similar way we will see here. It's a data has been created, but I want to create in the data because in the previous video we have already discussed in the series. So here we need to the data should be like a look like a as a frame. So what should we do? So df1, like we want to change the some variable name. Yeah, you can also put the, don't worry. So I'm going to the df1, it's a data frame 1, and I am going to create here like this. So div1 has been created. So now we can see here our data is look like a as a frames. So look where we have created like a students is the one of this dictionary, another is the marks we have created, and it's a sport. So there are the 3 columns and it's a 4 rows. So it has been created like a 4 into 3, and this is called like a 0 1 2 3 4. These are called the indices. It has been created like automatically, and other these has been created like a it's a data frame. Similarly, if you want to create the another data frame, and yeah, it's also like if you want to add the something like if you want to change like an index, because 0 1 2 3 4, but if you don't need it, if you don't like if you need something different, like the sometimes you can see the colors, sometimes like it's a Roman numbers. So let's see, we can edit here like we want to edit something like we will give here df2, and it should be equal because we are using a pandas, and it's a like pandas and data frame pd dot df. It's a data frame like a data frame, and we will start here parenthesis, and what's the name of the df1 is the my data, and I want to add some index here. So I want to indexing like a some indexing. So this means it's a like the name of the index, and so if you want to write some colors, yeah, some other portfolio like that, so you can easily edit here. So let's write here index. So index, and this will equal to as a list here. The list like write this one second, you can write again twice, and you can write here it's a 3, so it's a thrice inside of quotation, like inside of the quoted here, yeah, and next you can write like a 4, so inside of the quotation like it's a 4, and another one more you can write it's a 5. So 5 index has been created, and let's go. Yeah, it takes 1 minute to please. I think my internet connections has been disconnected, so need to the connect here. Yeah, it has been connected. So let's run again. So let's go and run first with the previous data we have created here. So need to the run again because say internet has been disconnected, so I think we have gotten some problem. So let's see here. It's running. Yeah, now it has been connected. This one has been created. Data has been recovered, and third just we have seen the same data. Now I am going to the change our data structures. So let's go here, and I want to see here the df2. The df2 like a df2. So it's a data frame. Look like a okay something, as df1. That's right. What's the problem? So I think internet has been disconnected. So df1, and then we are going to the convert here to this one, and it is going toward df1 and index has been here. So it's a student marks. So let's see, its index has been changed, but I am not getting enough marks here. It's the reason. What's the reason? It's a df1. It's a correct. Yeah, df1 has been correct, and it's a, yeah, something is disconnected. So it's a will it is yeah, it might be a problem. So don't worry. Just it's let's go here. Just I'm going to the apply here the alternative way here. So one of the methods, look here. Sometimes we have getting a problem. So now one of the other way, like you can write here the df2. Don't worry. So yeah, you can write the df3 and dict 1 as it is. Here df1, df you have created like a df1 and comma, and it's the name of this column like this one, df1, this one. So what's the problem? It's like this, and I am going to the, it's a alternative way. This one has been created, and now I want to the print here df3. So df3. So we can see again I am getting the same problem. So what's the problem? So data frame has been created. After the data frame, okay, pd dot data frame. Let's see. Okay, so don't worry. Let's see, because data frame has been created. So what's the problem? Let's see the DC. So previous I have taken a data. What's the data frame? DEC1. Let's write here DEC1, DEC1, and then we are going to create here the data frame. Let's check here. Yeah, so it's a, yeah, sometimes it's a means we are it's a previous data we have taken our DEC1. So DEC1 you can easily convert into like this way. I think just it's the same problem we are getting here also. It's a easy. If you write like that, because its original data is the DEC1. Okay, so DEC1 has been converted like this now. Okay, so there is a previous we can also do here. It's this one I'm mistaken, so don't worry. It's a, this is the way we can create and we can change like it's an index. Same like it's a, if you want to like specify, yeah, here you can specify the new indices by giving indices. Similarly, you can write here the colors of the indices and the others also. So don't worry. Now, but if you want to write you have already created data frames and you are converting into the data frame. Similarly, you can take the sales name and another column should be the like a marketings, and you can create the other data frames. So Panda is a good to the creating a means data frames, and just multiples of the dictionary we are using here, and inside the multiples of the columns we can create it here, and then we will create a like a 1 2 3 4 5 10 multiples of the list of dictionary has been created, and you can create your data frames. So these are the very basics, and you can create. Similarly, if you write like a something like a, so, if you want to change like the others in the columns, so see the key of the inner dictionary have made the like a columns like a data frames, and just it has been written like a section A, section B, and other things. So you can also write there. But if you write like a say columns here, in having of the columns, so look here, just to go here, and if you write here, it's the same way, and I'm going to the create here the 4 and data frame dict1, or in hands of the index you are writing here columns. So it's a columns, and columns, how many columns in this data frame? It's a 1 2 and it's a 3. So if you want to write here like a, it's a capital A, and this column is a write a capital B, and there are 3 columns, so you can write here that it's a capital C, and don't need here these others here, look like this. And then we are going to here the print here, it's the data frame 4. So let's see, we can also change here, and A, it's a dict1 D A B C. So column has been created, column has been like a created dict1. So let's go here dict1 first. You can run dict1. Where is dict1? Yeah, it's the first dict1, and now dict1 is here, the DEC1, and then again just I am getting some problem. So this data has been converted into like a okay DF3, and then DF3 right here. Okay. It's a DF3. So you can see here the DF3 has been converted like this one, but again we are getting a same problem. So it's a like the some syntax problem DEC1. So DEC1, don't worry, it's a basic problem. Just I am sometimes it's a system is not a doing a well needs properly. So it's a I think it should be work here, but it's not a working. Yeah, non-value. Okay, but it's a possible to, it's a column and index you can write the both of the same times also. So yeah, it has been changed here, you can see, but it's the reason something with the system's regions. So but it should, you can see here. Okay, don't worry. So let's see, and same thing, just if you want to write here like it's a, you don't, if you are not writing the anything like just like N A double R1, it's an array like we are going to the create here the 2D array. So NT dot A array, and just inside of the parentheses I am going to create here the multiple of the list like a 1 comma 2 comma 3 and another list like a comma, and again we are writing this here 4 comma 5 comma 6, anything just here 4 comma 5 comma 6, and these two lists have been created. And now we are going to write here some these list should be like a np integer 64 and 2, so this comma should be np dot integer int 32, so 32. And what is the shape of this? So we can see here like the n array 1 and dot shape dot see dot shape here. So we can see here, see nrr1 and array np dot a double array has been, so one list has been created. Okay, both should be enclosed one more list here, so one of this here and another should be closed here because 2D figure here, so we need to be right here. Yeah, it's a 2 into 3 dimensions. And similarly this data is also has been created like a data frame. So if you write here like a df6 should be equal to pd dot data frame dot, it's a data frame, it's a very good data frame, it's a data frame, and then we can write it's a variable like a n rr1 n arr1, and I want to see here the df6 here. So it's possible to look like here you can see your data frame. Same circumstances, so it's a similarly in the previous if you write the axis and like a columns. So let's try in the previous, try to solve in the previous problem. So df6 has been created, so df7 we are going to create, and pd say data frame as it is same thing, and we want to write here in the column. So let's copy and paste here, and I want to write something like a columns comma columns, and this will equal to like a 1 2 3 here, otherwise abc, you can put anything, just go here, and because there are only the 3 columns, so we can write here a b c, and let's check it. It's a column look like this. Yeah, here just it has been created, and there are some regions just previous I think we are getting some problem, but here we can see here the data frame has been created and columns has been also. We can change the name of the columns like a b c, and before this one it's a data frame has been created like this. Okay, so sometime we have gotten a problem, so don't worry. It's if you are doing a data and science test work, so every day we will get others, so unexpected problem just here. So it's a same thing, just I want to change both of the things here, like in the columns and index both I want to change here. So it's a possible, yeah, it's a possible, yeah, the df8 you can create the new data frame, and it will equal to like a, it's a pd dot data frame dot it's a data frame, and it's a, there are the index means we have created like a 2, and it's a 3 abc. So yeah, so let's see how many rows here. So 2 rows. So I want to write here the rows is the 1 and 2, and it's a has been created like this. So let's say both have been changed here. It's a rows and column. So first we can see the ABC, and this time the columns and index have names or labels as per as, yeah, given column and index in sequences. You can easily change here. So these are the basic way we can change it. Now just we can create the multiple of the list, and suppose look here, previous we have created the multiple, yeah, here you can see np dot array. So if you are creating a multiple of the list like this, let's go here, and I'm going to create here the, it's a one list, and it's another list, two list, and now I am going to create the one more list, like 8 comma 9 comma etc. So there are the 3 lists has been created, and all list has been closed like this, and no, don't need to write here types of integer here. Okay, and you can give a name like array 1 has been created. So let's go here to 2, and now I want to numpy array has been created, but in this here like it's a value first, it's a one of the value is here it's a value 1, this is called a value, and this is the called the list 2, and this is called a list 3. So in this context, so what is this means, it's a, this is called a different of the way of the data frame. So just if you are going and to create here this value, so it's a means this value like a, it's a 2, and then we will write here it's a 4, and then we can do the, it's a, what is the total values here. So it's a, here we can see here that see the data types of the nd array is a object is a type, like a, it's a data object. So what's a column? So we can see here it's a 0th column, it's a single one, the 0th column, it's a all these values. And what's a row? It's a 0th, 1 and 2 rows has been created. So let's go, and I want to create a data frame. It's a values. So set df 9 has been created, and it should be equal to like this, and then we will see here it's a data has been sent like a this, and array has been like a this one. So it's a data like a, it's a 0th, but it's a data frame like a NRR2 has been created like this. So here it's a similar way we can show here. It's a different way, like a data frames array like this means. So we will with the output of the different types of the code has been created. But if you write here like all three sets, like we want to create here is the one of the more data uh, like brackets in the comma, and we are going to create here the one more list, and inside of the list write the 4 comma 6 comma 8. So we can, and then is it possible to, so we are getting here the field of the element must be 2 or 3 tuples. So field of the elements must be 2 or 3 tuples, got a 4. So let's see, just it's a can write here it's a 3 1, and let's see, again we have gotten same elements must be the 3 tuples. So it's a look here, it's a tuples, this one has been created tuples, and it's a counting like a, it's a 2 and 3 tuples. So got the same functions. Let's see, just I am going to create here one more thing, like if you are putting here the inside of this bracket like this, and then we are going to, again I am going to and creating the same problem, and if you are writing it here and creating the another list like a 12 comma 13 comma it's a 14, and we need to write here one more, it's a, sorry for the list here like this, and it's a this, okay. So we need to remove here, and I think this has been removed here. So this one has been created and inside of this list. So let's see, here we have a second, so it's not a possible to create, and similarly just if you are creating the one more list inside of this, and then we will see like it's a 10 comma it's a 20 comma it's a 30, and it's a multiple. So in this time 1 2, and it's a 3 brackets has been it's a created 11 6 and 8, okay. So this one it's a 1 2 and 3. Yeah, so you can see here the field elements must be the 2 and 3 tuples. So this field, so we need to create like a only minimum it's the 3 tuples. So let's the one tuple has been created here, another tuple, if you want to close here the another tuples like this, and you can start here the like the another tuples look like this, and so we need to create the multiple tuples, and then we will see here like these tuples have been created the this type of the data. So we can see, so we want to try to understand say how to write the arrays and to create the data frames. So this is the major way how do we create. So I think this has been understandable, and now after that we can create the multiple type of the data. It's easy, and there are the multiple attributes like the index, columns, axis, data type, size, shape, value, empty, and dimensions, and we can also like transpose this data. It's a very easy way. So let's see, these are the variables, and we can use here very simple way. But if you want to write something like a numpy representations value, like a numpy representations of the data frame, so it's possible to create the multiples of the data. It's an easy way, like it's a series, it's a numpy arrays, and we have already discussed in the series. So now one of the most important thing here. So how if we have the multiple data, so let's go and we are going to create a data. Yeah, we are going to using a data from our system. So let's, how do we download data? So do we have only any data like a CSV form? So I am looking here the CSV downloaded data. So let's go CSV dot CSV. Okay, CSV form of the data. Yeah, multiples of the data here, and now I am going to taking a one of the data like a position of the salary, and then it's go ahead. Just we are taking the one data like a stock has been given. So go here, and now this data has been imported in the CSV file. It's very simple. Okay. Yeah. So it's the data has been imported. Now I want to create here one of the df as a data frame, and this will equal to like a data frame, like a pandas data frame, and we don't have any idea, so we don't look here. So it's a data frame. What's the name of the dfa? So first we want to see the data. So let's say pd dot read underscore csv. We can see. So let's see. Just before that, if you are writing here pd dot read, so it's the multiple type of the data we can see here. Excel data, orc data, pickles data. Okay. So I need here because we want to the import here the like a data like a CSV data. So go here and it says stock data and copy the path, and now you can write the data here CSV, and it's easy to, we can see your data look like this. This is the your data. So now we can see your data. This is a way we can see here the data. We can like scroll like this. So it's a big data. You can see here, but we are not able to see here. It's a head and so you can see here also high, low, and previous course. This is the stock price data. Some organizations, and this has been given the 52-week low and this price, and this data has been represented like a. So one of the most thing, just if you want to select, because data has been created and data frame, we can same way just can create a data frame. So if data has been created, so we can see any different types of the data way. So let's see, just we have a high. So now I want to see here df whoever, and it's a dot head. So we want to see the only the 5 rows, and it's a So 1, 2, 3. It's a indexing. Data has been indexing 0 to 1. So you can see only the 5 rows. Similarly, if you want to the like a more data, if you want to see the more data like a 10, you can write the 10 rows. So it doesn't matter. So you can see here like the 10 rows of this data here, because it's a 0 to start from the 0 to 9. So if you want to the bottom of this data, so you go here the tell. So you write here and df, because your data frame df, and put here the tail dot, it's a tail, and dot tail. And if you want to write any 10 rows, similarly if you don't write the 10 any row, so it will see here only the 5 rows from the bottom. So this is the basic. If you want to see the only two rows, two columns, like one is the date and another, so you need to keep the 2D figure. So it's a like here, right here inside of this positions, it's the one is the date. So you write here date, DAT, and as it is same here, it's a date, and another is it's a open. So it's opening price, OP, not the small, so OPEN, it's a this one. So BF, and don't need to the right here the dot here, so it will start like this way. And I want to see here, okay, just I got in some problem, and it's a I want to see only the double square, it's a brackets, okay. So why we are not able to see here data? I have gotten some problem. So it's a non of the index, okay. So we have a problem in the my data, like the we don't have the index. We are looking at index like a date and like a open. So it's a my data's problem. So look here, but you can see here it will start from, but it's not the indexing. It's a not a indexing here. So this is the major problem, and how do we remove this type of the indexing? And there are the multiple way you can remove this indexing in the pandas. So don't worry, we can remove. Yani if you are like exporting, importing this data, so these are the basic problems, and everyone can get this problem. So if you want to remove these things, these data, so it's easy to, we can write a like an index. Yeah, you can write a like a header. Okay, header like it's a false. Yeah, index it's a false, and then we are able to remove these headings here. So let's go and let's try to solve this problem. So if I am going to write here, yeah, you can write here the skip this error. So let's here just if you want to write here like this, go, and so if you are getting this problem, so let's go here and write it says df1. We are going to create here the df1, and I do not want to the any head, means like the name of the headers. So the header will equal to, you can write the none. So dot pd dot read underscore csv, the df has been created like this, will equal to pd, it's a pd dot read underscore csv. So yeah, csv, and just our stock and csv, and I am going to write here header should be none, and then we will see here what type of the data we can see. Now we are yeah, we don't have the header here. So now it is looking like a only 0 1 2 3 4 5, and then we have removed here, just you don't have the any header, and then we can see here like a df and dot df and dot head, and we can see here it's as the same. You can see here your header only 0 1 2 3 4 5 and these things. But if you want to put the some specific name, like if you want to put the sum, so here you can see this time the first row has not been taken as a column heading, rather it's taken as a data. But if you want to write the sum a specific name here, so there are the 11. So if you want to write some specific name, like let's go here, and I want to go to right here the df will equal to it's the same data frame, and it's the name the stocks A B C D E, and there are the 11 letters, so we need to the right here E comma it's a F, okay, right here F, and comma it's a G, okay, right, comma right here it's a G, comma it's a H, comma it's a I, comma it's a J, it's a J, 2 3 3 6 3 9 10 11 just, and then we will see here the name has been given. So let's see, names have been given, and then we can say your data's it's a columns name has been changed here. So this is a way, and again if we want to the header will equal to none, so this argument like a header will equal to none, and then also it will take a default heading as in like a 0 1 2 and so on. So this is a way, and if you want to the skip rows, any rows, if you want to the like a skip rows, and like a look here your data, like it's a beginning, like if you want to this one, you skip this row, it's a 0 9 tab rank. So you can also write here skip rows here. So okay, go there, and let's see, comma here, and you write here skip rows, like SK I E, yeah, skip rows here. So we can write here skip rows, and it will equal to any rows, like a ninth. So it should form right here the skip row 1, and then we will see here the first row has been skipped here. So let's see. So 9, where is this? The ninth row has been 157. So this row has been skipped within previous 567, 9th April. So here you can see here it's a 9th April. It's a row. So this row has been skipped here. Now similarly, if you write here the 2 and one more thing, just to skip the multiple rows. I skip rows like a, you can create a one list, and this one like a 1 comma 2 comma 3. So it's a possible to, you can skip a multiple row also, and then we will go and see here it's a 9th April. So go here, so go here, and it's a first 2 3 4, and then we can see here so row will start from here. Okay, so this is a way we can see here how do we remove our rows and how do we remove our columns. Now another is the similarly, if you do not want to the header like a header none and skip and these rows like skip these rows. So and if you want to add on the some names like just we have already discussed, we need to try to understand like it's a backspace, and then we can edit like it's a name, and we can easily maximize this and minimize this data. The very easiest way. So I hope you can understand these things, how to create a data frame and CSV data, and it help you. Next class I will try to understand, means discuss like how do SQL connect with the Python like a Google Colab data frame, and then how to work like a SQLs on this platform. Okay, so thank you very much. I hope this will be helpful for everyone.